Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden and 2K packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable Madden and 2K coins on the market. And of course, do not forget to use code Ferdy for 5% off. A link for their website is at the top of the description. What's going on, guys? Today we are updating the theme team tier list. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 theme teams right now, in my opinion, here in Madden 23. But first things first, we of course have to talk about the Legends theme team. This team is and will be S tier for the rest of the year. You see it here. I mean, all the top tier cards that come out are able to be added to this team with +1 speed. So Legends theme team, obviously super good. And yeah, if you want to build the best team, yeah, I'd probably just go Legends, to be honest. Is it fun? Do you see it every game? Yes, but it's for a reason, because they get all the good players, and yeah, that little +1 speed boost is definitely nice on the cards that are already super top tier in the game. In my opinion, the Legends theme team, though, I'm going to say it in every video, shouldn't be in the game next year. That's my opinion, and let's get into our top 10. So coming in at number 10, we have the Jets theme team, and right now the Jets theme team is trending down a little bit. However, we have definitely one guaranteed card that is coming out for this team, but yeah, pretty solid offensive line. You have 3 cards that you could definitely use. You're able to cheat on the left tackles. No real tight end, which also you're gonna have to cheat there as well, or you can, if you get the full Gronk, you can put him in there. But you have Keith Byers, halfback. You have Mark Brunell, probably the best, if not the best, pocket passer right now in the game. One really elite wide receiver option with 97 speed, 6'5" Plexico Burris. Art Monk, Garrett Wilson. I would probably run it more like this. I wouldn't even run Keyshawn Johnson just because of the abilities. Brandon Marshall is going to get an upgrade soon. He's super due. But yeah, Art Monk, Garrett Wilson, 95 speed guys. But they have really high points, but they also have these super average points on this team. That's why they're at number 10 and they're not in that top 5 right now. You have 98 speed Revis. Cromartie's obviously a monster. You have a Jamal Adams card. You have the Ed Reed card. You have Ronnie Lott. And not picture here, you also have Steve Atwater. Quan Alexander can be a good user for you. I feel like right now they're kind of missing edge rushers up front, and they're missing, I would say, like one wide receiver to kind of put them in that top 5 into that elite conversation. But yeah, the Jets theme team, they're going to be getting a Sauce Gardner card, 100% for honors, which is going to be really nice. A 6'3", potentially a 99 speed 6'3" Sauce Gardner on this theme team. It would just be disgusting if they give him those stats. And of course, Garrett Wilson has a chance at being Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's in the top 3. Who knows if he's actually going to win it or not. But yeah, that's the Jets theme team. I think their defense is really their strong point, because their defense, in my opinion, is good enough where you can really run this defense with no cheats at all. And then that opens up a lot more cheats on the offense, like, left tackle, right tackle, even, tight end, maybe at wide receiver you want to cheat as well. So I'm definitely a fan of this team, and I think they deserve to be in that top 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the Ravens theme team. And right now, the Ravens theme team is maybe 1 or 2 wide receiver upgrades away from being top 3 to top 5. They really are. If you have this Lamar Jackson card on a theme team, you're probably good for the rest of the year. He's super fun to use if you're running, a run-heavy offense, Ravens playbook even. Lamar Jackson is amazing. That's the main reason why they're even this high, because of Lamar Jackson. Also, really solid offensive line. You're really only cheating in maybe 1 to 2 spots on the offensive line. Owen Daniel's amazing. Darren Waller looks good. Like I said, you're probably like 1 receiver upgrade away. And then you can kind of run Steve Smith in that slot spot, because right now Steve Smith's kind of your do-it-all guy. So you kind of want to keep him in the slot because of his size and his abilities. So, just kind of wait. And you could, of course, run free return man Devin Hester still if you want to on this team. But at running back, I mean, I guess you could want a guy who does get better abilities. But Raheem, 96 speed. What are his abilities, by the way? I don't think these cards got any discount and stuff. But yeah, they have a 96 speed running back with 98 speed Lamar Jackson with a good offensive line. At corner and rusher, edge rusher, linebackers, this team is also elite. You have Justin Houston, amazing. Terrell Suggs, amazing. Ray Lewis on the theme team. JPP, Chris McAllister, Darius Williams with 98 speed. Even that Ed Reed card is able to, of course, get those Ravens chems. I feel like, again, they're probably like 1 wide receiver and maybe like a safety upgrade away from being, that super top tier. And of course, you have a good kicker and a good punter on this team, which doesn't mean a lot, but maybe it does for you. And we're going to be throwing this team, the good old Ravens theme team, right in front of the Jets. But yeah, Ravens theme team just a couple upgrades away from being into that elite conversation, in my opinion. Coming in at number 8, we have the Niners theme team, and we are keeping it here at B tier for the Niners theme team, but they're pretty good. You have a good offensive lineman. You're really only going to want to cheat on Tom Compton probably. Does Trent Brown get edge protector? Yeah, he does, which is really nice too. So you have an edge protector on this team, and I guess maybe you can even run Trent here. I'm not sure if they get any secondary positions. I don't know if they do. Okay, so yeah, what you're going to want to do is just run it like this, really. And you have a no-cheat offensive line, which is really valuable. Really, really valuable because that opens up cheats elsewhere on this team. And you're going to want to cheat a pretty fair amount on this squad. Now, I would definitely run Steve Young. You can run Raheem here, which is nice. Same as the Ravens team. The receivers, all you really have is Debo. I probably am not using Stevie Johnson. I mean, 95 speed is not bad. Kind of like the Jets theme team receiver-wise. But you have Randy Moss, who still gets really good abilities in this game. Deep out. I mean, probably just deep out's all you're running on this card, really, for free, which is nice. A good ag catch guy still because of that size. But on defense, they're pretty good. You got Charvarius Ward, you got Richard Sherman to kind of play that slot spot. You got Jason Verrett on the outsides, a great defensive tackle, a Nick Bosa upgrade's coming soon. You have Fred Warner user, Bill Romanowski, also pretty solid still. You have a super elite edge rusher in Kevin Green, and of course Quan Alexander, and one good safety, which is a little bit rare for this team. I feel like usually they're super stacked at safety, but they're probably just like one upgrade away, I would say, from being A tier. I would say they're very similar to the Ravens in the way that, they're just one safety / wide receiver upgrade away from being into that A tier and being into that elite conversation. And keep in mind, the Niners theme team, they're always kind of in those conversations. So I'm sure they'll kind of return to it. So yeah, we're gonna put the Niners theme team at high B tier, and let's get on to our next squad. So coming in at number 7 is the Cowboys theme team. And to me, where the Cowboys theme team is super elite is at receiver. I mean, you have 4 super top tier options with good abilities, good slot guys, good deep guys, good size. You have a great running back in DeMarco Murray. You have options at quarterback. You have Mike Ditka at tight end. The offensive line, like I said, solid with Forrest Gregg, Tyron Smith. You have Tyler. You have Larry Allen. So right there, that's only really one cheat on the offensive line, which is huge. Keanu Neal, pretty solid as a safety with 96 speed on the theme team. Malik Hooker with 95 speed. They're pretty solid. You have a good edge rusher here with DeMarcus Ware. Anthony Barr's here. Micah Parsons, his card is still obviously pretty good. Carlos Watkins in the middle. This card does get, I think, 1 AP under pressure as well. Ed Too Tall's due for an upgrade. And you have 2 good corners here with Darren Bland and Carmichael. And of course, you also have Trayvon Diggs there as well. So Dallas theme team to me, super well-rounded, super solid. But where they're kind of above the rest is at receiver, obviously, with those 4 super good options. So our first A-tier theme team of the day is going to be the Dallas Cowboys. So coming in at number 6 is a team that I don't think I've ever talked about in any of these videos, and that is the Saints theme team. Right now, they're simply in the top 10. They got a bunch of really nice upgrades. You have Brunell, Michael Thomas. This card is super overlooked, but he's still a 6'3" receiver with 95 speed at the end of the day. And usually Michael Thomas cards are super, super slow. 97 speed Michael Thomas with some pretty decent abilities as well. I mean, this card's really nice. Of course, Olave. I love this Olave card. Brandon Cooks is even like a pretty, on a theme team. 96 speed, a little bit small. I would probably cheat there at receiver, but they have 2 top tier receivers on a theme team. You have Earl Campbell, who gets really good abilities. The only place where Earl really kind of falls back is with his speed, and you have him on a theme team. So you're getting those +2 speed boosts. You had a good tight end. You have Ryan Ramczyk, you have Jay Hildenberg, you have Jari Evans. So I would probably cheat on the left tackle and the left guard. But offensively, really solid. But it's also just on defense where where this team eats. You have Sammy Knight, Tyrann Mathieu, Von Bell, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Tracy Porter, McAllister, and also Eli Apple, who I would probably run over Eric Allen. But I mean, this team is just amazing. To me, the only place they're really missing, a super elite player is at pass rusher. In my opinion, they're only missing really there. Everywhere else is super elite. And also, you might be able to debate running back. You might want to cheat at running back as well. But the Saints theme team, really, really good. I mean, look at these safeties. I value safeties and corners so high in these videos. And the fact that the Saints have 6 top tier options is pretty insane. So yeah, the Saints theme team, for the first time I think ever, is in A tier. They're really, really good right now. So coming in at number 5 is the Raiders theme team. And the Raiders theme team, for some reason last night, I always make these tier lists the night before and I always kind of sleep on them, then wake up the next day and I look at it again and I kind of see how I'm feeling. But for some reason last night, I saw like 3 to 4 comments talking about the Raiders theme team and how they're just not that great right now. So this morning I looked at it and I was like, no, they're still good. I mean, besides you having to cheat on quarterback, and by the way, theme teams don't matter that much for your quarterback. Like, unless it's Lamar Jackson or, Randall Cunningham or like a guy who is going to be a run threat for you, you don't really need to have a quarterback on your theme team. You simply don't, because a lot of the times, if you're just playing from the pocket, you're never going to need that speed boost. So, you're going to want to cheat at quarterback on this team. You're also going to want to cheat at left guard, right guard. You have 2 1 AP edge protectors. You can cheat on Feliciano. You don't have to, but you definitely can. You have Darren Waller, Jason Witten, definitely due for an upgrade. You have Tim Brown, 97 speed. Fred Belindikoff, 97 speed. Very close to either a Randy or a Jerry Rice upgrade, like in the horizon super soon. So the only place you're really cheating is quarterback. You have 2 good running back options on the theme team, which I really like. And then on defense, it's the Raiders theme team. You have 3 good corners: Tracy Porter, Charles Woodson, Mike Haynes. You have Ronnie Lott, you have Ted Hendricks, you have Bo Jackson, you have Bill, you have Rod Martin, Derek Thomas. You have just Warren Sapp. This team just keeps going for this team. The Raiders theme team is still top 5, and I know their offense, like these guards, and the quarterback isn't the flashiest, but this defense is too tough to really deny. Just way too tough, man. They're really, really good. So with that being said, we are going to do the Raiders theme team. I think they're still A tier, but definitely top 5 still. The Raiders theme team is just always so good, man. So coming in at number 4 is the Patriots theme team. And there isn't many things you're able to guarantee from year to year in Ultimate Team. But one thing you can definitely guarantee is whenever the Super Bowl is, the Patriots theme team will peak at, top 5. They just will, because they've been to so many Super Bowls over the last 20 years that it's inevitable that they get upgrades during this promo. And a good amount of them. You have right now Julian Edelman with +2 speed, potentially +3 with that strat card, is top tier. He just is. Gets really good abilities on this team. I would probably run it more like this. I would probably cheat at slot receiver, and I probably would cheat at left guard, and right tackle, but this defense is also just insane. You have the brand new Jalen Mills, you have Stephon Gilmore, you have Darrelle Revis, you have Kyle Duggar on the theme team. This card is also just insane. 97 speed at 6'1". Jonathan Castillas, who is honestly pretty solid with 95 speed on this squad. Judon off an edge. You have Seymour, who's still really good. You have a bunch of just really nice cards. The Patriots theme team, yeah, they always kind of peak at like top 4, top 5. And you can definitely maybe debate the Raiders team over this team. I would definitely hear a debate for that. I do think it is pretty close. But we are going to end up putting the Patriots theme team right to the top of A tier. Now let's get into our S tier theme teams, man. Okay, so this one really shouldn't be a surprise. We have the Packers theme team. You don't even have to cheat on the offensive line if you don't want to. Maybe you should, but you have 2 great tackles. You have Mercedes Lewis, who isn't the greatest, but on a theme team definitely does get elevated a little bit. Yeah, Brunell on this team. You have MVS, who's not the highest overall, but 96 speed at 6'4". I'll take that all day. You have Christian Watson, who's 6'4", 96 speed. I'm taking that all day. You have Randall Cobb, who's good in the slot on a theme team. Definitely does get elevated, but the main reason why they're here is for the quad father. Maybe I'm valuing it too much, but being able to add +2 speed to one of the most broken cards that come out over the last 3 years in Ultimate Team, it has to be valued. So yes, you have solid receivers, a good offensive line with good abilities. I'm going to add that in. They're one of the most broken cards in the game in the last 3 years with +2 speed. And then on defense, I feel like on defense, they really haven't gotten that many upgrades since the last theme team tier list, but still they're holding their own because they have +2 speed. So you have 97 speed Charles Woodson, Jair can still play, Razul can still play, Ted Hendricks can still play, Micah Hyde's a slight upgrade there, Julius Peppers, you have Ray Nitschke, Clay Matthews. So their defense is kind of trending down a little bit, but with the addition of the quad father and some good receivers, it kind of has balanced it out. And also, good tight end option. You have Mark Brunell, 2 good tackles. So I still think the Packers theme team, despite not really getting a defensive upgrade, I feel like offensively they're a little bit more balanced now. So they're definitely still S tier in my opinion, and it definitely would be a fun theme team to use because you have AJ Dillon with that +2 speed, which is just ridiculous. Okay, so these next 2 teams are super terrifying because they're already so good. Both these teams that I'm about to talk about are both so good, and the fact that they're about to get fed with top tier cards that can get potentially +3 speed is just insane. I'm pretty sure the Super Bowl champion team gets an extra +1 speed. I don't know if I heard that right. I don't remember really, but someone let me know down below if that's true. I couldn't really remember, but the Chiefs theme team is so good, man. You have a 99 speed receiver, MVS, we just talked about him, Juju Smith +2 speed, Pacheco, Okoye, you have a good quarterback in Mahomes, Tony Gonzalez is good, Travis Kelce. Who knows what cards get upgrades on this team, but you have good corners, good safeties, good edge rushers. They're just insane, and they haven't even got fed yet from the Super Bowl promo. Next week's going to be crazy for both these teams, both the Eagles, who are going to be number 1, but damn. Just damn. This team is so good, man. I just look at it. I don't really got to say anything. So I don't have to say anything. Just the potential and how good they already are, and just speed boost everywhere. A 99 speed receiver. They're number 2. The Chiefs team is just amazing, man. I mean, if they win it and they get the Super Bowl MVP card as well, I mean, dude, it makes no sense how good they are and how fast they got so good. I feel like out of nowhere they just rose the ranks. Crazy. And finally, last but not least, we have the Eagles team. Number 1 here. I mean, they are just insanely good. You have AJ Brown here on the theme team, 97 speed. Devonta Smith, 97 speed here on the theme team at 6 foot. Ooh, I X'd out the wrong thing. But yeah, they're just so tough, man. You have Keith Byers. If you want, you can move Quez Watkins with 98 speed, who gets deep out elite, which is just insane at 6 foot. You have 3 really good receivers. On the offensive line, I would probably cheat on Lane Johnson just because he gets 2 AP edge protector, and you're gonna have so much room for cheats. Who knows? I mean, maybe Lane gets that Super Bowl upgrade for this team, and like I said with the Chiefs, they're going to get fed next week. I'm not sure who's going to get upgrades for them, but they're going to get fed next week. It's just a guarantee. I mean, you have Brian Dawkins, you have Gardner Johnson, 2 good safeties over the top. You have Jalen Mills, Rasul Douglas, Carmichael, Curse. You have Hargrave. I mean, Hassan Reddick. I mean, dude, this team is just insanely deep, and they really don't have any holes. And keep in mind, +2 speed across the board. And I really do feel like the Chiefs and the Eagles theme team there might be a debate for them being better than Legends, because you got to remember, +2 speed is super good, and maybe after next week they will be clear cut better than the Legends theme team because they're gonna get fed, and it's a guarantee. Like, there's no way that they don't get fed, you know what I mean? So yeah, number 1 is going to be the Eagles theme team. So let me know down below who's too high, who's too low. Where did I rank your theme team? Did I miss anything? Let me know down in the comment section. And yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.